Good morning to you. This is Sunrise. Now, our talking point this morning is that companies are being criticised for offering IV drips in a direct injection of extra vitamins. Now, the clinics claim the drips can help immunity and improve fitness. Others have raised concerns, saying they profit from a customer's insecurities. Well, we're joined by Mahi Amide, whose company, the Elixir Clinic, offers the IV service, and nutritionist Nicole Barbarian-Alabaster, who's here. Good to see you both this morning. Mike, can we start with you? I mean, what is the benefit here as your company is promoting it?
So we specialize, Elixir Clinic specializes in intravenous IV therapy. We've been around for the last 5 years and we are CQC registered. The IV infusions are quite important because the body gets 100% absorption. And the reason for that is what we do, we administrate all the vitamins, minerals and amino acids intravenously, which basically bypasses the digestive system and it goes straight in your bloodstream.
Nicole? So,
Okay.
I can understand the benefit of that as it's put forward.
The key word at the end was bypasses the gastrointestinal system. The mouth is the safest route and first route of entry of nutrition. The gastrointestinal, the stomach, the gut is a physical barrier. It's got a complex system of acids and digestive enzymes. They do a job. They make the food safe and they get it into the right form that the body needs. Along that route, you've got gateways, receptor sites along the way. And what they do is allow food in if you need it, and those gateways shut down if you don't need it. What you end up with is you've got a protection system for infection to keep it safe. You've got a system that prevents overload and toxicity, and you massively reduce your risk of allergic reactions. So those are the three key areas that we're concerned about when you go straight in with IV.
What about the costs of these, Mahi? So previously been the preserve of celebrities and the super wealthy. Now we're seeing them on the high street, we're seeing them in shopping centres even. But I was having a look at your website. I mean, up to about £3,000 for a treatment.
Actually, no, that's not correct, because all our IV infusions, they start from as low as £50 and they can go as high as £400. And I want to add something, because what people, as you said, when celebrities were doing these IV infusions, public started thinking, oh my God, this is an expensive treatment and this is only for very high-end people, which is wrong, and this is where we come in. This is a medical treatment, and before you even administrate anything, we basically go ahead, we do a full medical examination and full questionnaire, and we check if you have any kind of allergies or anything else, and then we go ahead and we administrate it. Now, the pricing point, it starts from low to high, and the difference is the amount of ingredients that we administrate. The infusions are quite bespoke, so we are not the high street clinic that you will just go in and you're going to have a certain blend, a certain amount, and we just administrate. We bespoke, we tailor make these IV infusions for you.
But what are the direct benefits? I mean, we all know we need the right balance of vitamins in our system, but are there any other key benefits that you say these treatments have?
Of course. So every new customer or client or patient that comes in, we run a diagnostic testing before we administrate this. We usually use a deep tissue mineral analysis, which tells us exactly how low your body is running. Now, throughout that test, we can also see how your body is detoxing, how your membranes in your cells are responding to heavy metal detoxing. We are living in a city that is full of pollution. We are living in a city and we all have very, very stressful lifestyles. So it's basically, it will help you to detox in a certain way that you can certainly not do throughout food. And it's very important. For me, the most important thing is the immunity that the vitamin C is offering. And of course, the heavy metal detoxing and the help to cleanse from the free radicals.
I mean, is this something, Nicole, I mean, can you see the medical benefit in that sense?
Actually, I can't. As I said, the way that we've got these receptor sites allows more vitamin C if you need it, and it will then block it off if you don't. The only time that you might infuse vitamin C is if you're doing a medical study, and the research in that area is still very new. It has been done. That's the only times that we're really using this to analyse, does it do anything? And the research is still very limited and saying not much benefit to prove at the moment from doing so. The science isn't behind it yet to say it's going to be there.
Is there any damage, though, that we're aware of?
Potentially, yes. With intravenous, I mean, I work in a hospital. We do IV when you need it. I work in bypass surgery. We need to give certain vitamins when you're doing something to the stomach and it can no longer absorb properly. But we'd rather get it in through the mouth, and we will always do that for those safety reasons. I've seen toxicity when intravenous has happened. I've seen overload of particularly the minerals and the metals. And as far as detoxification, I'm more concerned about toxicity and allergic reaction, which I have to say I have seen from intravenous.
What about the vulnerability of people? One clinic, not Mahi's clinic, I should point out, but has been criticised by the British Pregnancy Advisory Service for offering a so-called fertility drip that it claims could be exploiting people at their most desperate and vulnerable. Is there any evidence that vitamins can assist with fertility and that this could be used to benefit?
There is definitely evidence that oral nutrition improves fertility. Without a doubt, if you're looking into fertility, there is so much you can do from the healthy diet and lifestyle and nutrition. But in terms of intravenous, as I said, I'm more concerned about, is it going to be doing anything at all that's of use, and is it going to be actually potentially harmful?
That's part of the concern,
first.
Mahi, isn't it? Is that, you know, if treatments are being offered where there is, you know, at least questionable evidence over just how beneficial it would be, and that's putting aside the concerns of the damage that could be done.
In my opinion, and I've been doing this for the last 5 years, we have, as far as these infusions have been prescribed by a registered doctor who has a knowledge of the well-being, and you have the right diagnosing and screening, then you're absolutely safe. But people will have to make sure that they see a doctor before they get anything injected in their bodies, and that's exactly what we do in our clinic. Now, I don't believe that IV infusions can cause a damage, and there is a very large database on clinical studies for every single ingredient that is being administered, and it shows how it helps the body and to maintain basically the overall well-being. Now, of course, if it's not bespoke and if it's not tailor-made to the patient needs, it could cause complications. However, what we do is we tailor-make every single IV infusion for every single client that comes in. The benefits are, I still believe they're quite high, because a lot of people are allergic. Yes, it can cause allergic reactions, but a lot of people are also allergic to a lot of different foods and ingredients that they cannot orally take. Or we get a lot of times clients that they're coming in and we do different kind of analysis and different kind of like DNA testing to check if their body is absorbing certain vitamins and minerals, or if they can actually absorb throughout their daily diet and orally, and it's proven that they cannot. So you can also help those people that they cannot absorb these ingredients by administrating them intravenously. Now,
well,
I think what is...
I'm afraid, Mahi, we're out of time, but you raised some very good points, and it's certainly an interesting debate to have. Mahi, Nicole, thank you both very much indeed. Any thoughts on that? At Sky Stephen, at Sky News Sarah, on the old Twitter.